What up, people? Got another video for you today. So we're gonna talk about my Jets, who, for all intents and purposes, will be tanking this year. I mean, we went after nobody in free agency, and I think it's the right move. Honestly, we don't have a lot of talent on the roster, to be honest. So I'm a thumbs up for McCagnon, who has the balls to tank with the football team. Don't really see that too often, but I mean, we got tank master Josh McCown on board. Whatever, we'll just see what's going on. So let's start off with my number 10 prospect, Garrett Bowles, left tackle out of Utah. I think this guy is the best left tackle in the draft class. I think he might go higher than a lot of us expect if you believe the rumors. But I think he has the athleticism and the length to stick at left tackle. But, I'm not advocating picking this guy with the sixth pick, but there's a lot of rumors that we're looking to trade down, namely with the Browns, who have the 12th pick along with the first pick. So if Trubisky kind of falls to the sixth pick, there'll be a deal in place there. I think McCagnon is desperate to trade down whoever it is, but just in case that happens, I'm looking at prospects for either the sixth pick or the 12th pick. So Garrett Bowles, my number 10 prospect on my big board for the Jets. Number 9, I have Corey Davis, wide receiver out of Western Michigan. Great size. We don't really know about his speed combine-wise, pro day-wise, but I mean, if you look at the tape, he's a beast. Of course, he's playing against inferior competition, but I mean, he broke the NCAA record, like I said in the last video, in yardage. I mean, you can check the stats here or over there. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But, I mean, he's a beast. He's the best wide receiver prospect in the draft. And if you can get him at 12, I think it'd be a good pick, not at the 6th pick. Number 8, I have David Njoku. I think this guy's an absolute freak, prototypical tight end height and weight for a receiving tight end. I think he's a willing blocker, but he can obviously get much better. But you're not picking him up to block. You're picking him up to be a game changer in the offense. In your passing offense, the guy has sometimes some questionable drops, but he makes some crazy plays, and for the most part, he is reliable. Number 7, I have Garion Conley, Ohio State cornerback, the other cornerback who's not Marshawn Lattimore, and I'm thinking for this pick is for the 12th pick also. No one thought he was going to be too good in the combine, and if he did, he'd be a first-round prospect. And he has a great tape. I mean, he was number 1 graded cornerback in Pro Football Focus for coverage, for passing defense, which is amazing. And he did do well in the combine. His results were pretty good. Plus, the Jets are just desperate for cornerback talent. I mean, we're really bad there. Revis came back, and he was not good at all. And screen's just been okay. We really need someone there. Number 6, I have Leonard Fournette, running back from LSU. I mean, everyone knows who Leonard Fournette is. Crazy running back prospect. I think there's a lot of people who actually don't have him as their top running back in this draft class. I think McCaffrey has made a lot of moves. I mean, he showed out in the combine. He has some crazy looking drills that he's doing where his feet are going 1,000 miles per hour. I think a lot of people are expecting the Panthers to pick him up at, I think, the number 8 pick. And I honestly think he is an insanely good prospect. Number 5, I have Mitch Trubisky there. I mean, Mitch Trubisky is the best quarterback in this class. I don't think that is... I think it is pretty controversial to say that. I think a lot of people like Watson or Mahomes. I like Trubisky a lot. I know he only had 1 year starting, but it was a phenomenal year. It was hard to find faults, though he does have faults. I mean, if he didn't have any faults, he'd be clear-cut number 1. Browns would take him. But I think I would take a shot with him. I mean, I'm not a good... Again, like I said in my other videos, I'm not a good judge of quarterbacks. I'm pretty horrible, honestly. But I like Trubisky. Whatever. Number 4, Reuben Foster. My top 4 picks, I think, are about as safe as you can get. And honestly, that's what I'm hoping the Jets do. They need to be safe because they are whiffing pretty hard in the top of the draft. I mean, Can't say much about Hackenberg because we haven't seen him, but that in and of itself doesn't bode well that we haven't seen him and we haven't had any quarterbacks we're talking about, and he still hasn't seen the field. We took Darren Lee. I mean, he had some bright spots, but I don't know. Not sure he was worth that first pick, that first round pick. Before that, we had D. Milliner, who was talented but injured, which is why I'm trying to stay away from Marshawn Lattimore. I mean, it's just bad. We're just really bad. But so Reuben Foster, I think he's an inside linebacker who you'll start from day one, and you just set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about that position for 10 years, unless he decides to retire early like the Niners linebackers. Number 3, O.J. Howard. I'm not sure a lot of Jets fans will agree with me in wanting to take O.J. Howard with the 6th pick, but I wouldn't mind it. I think he's a safe pick at tight end. He's got the measurables, the size, the speed. Who knew he was that fast? He had the production despite them not really involving him as much as they should have in the offense at Alabama. But I'm a big fan of Howard's. Number 2. So number 1 and number 2 are kind of interchangeable for me. I mean, right now I have Malik Hooker as number 1 and Jamal Adams number 2. Only because we have Calvin Pryor, who's a great safety for us. And I think Malik Hooker is a perfect complement for him. I don't think we need another in-the-box safety like Jamal Adams, but Jamal Adams, I think he's so versatile. Put him at whatever safety spot, and I think he works better at strong safety, but he's another guy you just put in there and forget about it, that position for 10 years. Whereas Malik Hooker, there are injury questions, and his tackling technique leaves a lot to be desired, but if he lives up to his potential, you have possibly an Ed Reed on your hands, and I'm willing to take that risk with Malik Hooker. I mean, I wouldn't take that risk with any other prospect where it's a swing for the fences prospect, but I'm a big believer in Malik Hooker. I think him and Pryor would be a great duo. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know what other videos you guys are looking for. I mean, I'm willing to do anything within my bounds. I've done all the sports that I know. If you see videos of like soccer, football, basketball, baseball, I don't know much about hockey, but I'm willing to do anything. So let me know. All right, see ya.